Hello YouTube, StatueHunter's 75 here with an episode of Bags and Boards. This is episode 30 and it's New Comic Book Wednesday. It's Wednesday, January 30th, 2019. I had kind of a rush day today at work, and I was only allowed to, I was only able to stop at one of my local comic shops, and that was on my way home, because I didn't have much time at work today. So I ended up stopping in one of my favorites because it's near and dear to me. It's definitely near, close by to home. And it's Counterplay Comics in Burlington on 3A. I stopped in and saw my buddy Eric, and he took care of me again. He had a new collection that came in today of Avengers comics. So we'll get into that at the end of the video. Let's get into the Wednesday new comic books for this wonderful January 30th. We have the ending of a series that ended today. It's a pretty good series. I've heard nothing but good things. I actually haven't read it fully. Unfortunately, I need more time in the day. But the end of the series was Weapon H. So this supposedly is number 12, which is the final issue of Weapon H. So this series has come to a conclusion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Miss Marvel. Now, it was, there was a solicit claiming that Miss Marvel number 37 was going to be a key issue for Miss Marvel. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anyone talk about it yet. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, obviously, so we'll find out about that. There's also Captain America number 7. This issue is supposed to be the first team appearance of the Daughters of Liberty: Jessica Drew, Sue Storm, Misty Knight, White Tiger, Annabelle Riggs, Mockingbird, and Echo. So not only is it a cool cover by, because I think that's a cool cover. It looks like either the police or the Nazis have captured Captain America. Actually, I'd say more likely the police. But just a cool all-around book if it has something for that appearance, and also the cover. I like the cover a lot. Another cover that I liked a lot, was moving over to DC for a minute, was the Terrifics number 12. It's a cover homage to the 1964 album Meet the Beatles, by the Beatles, of course, a band that I love. It's also the first full team appearance of the Dreadfuls: Metamorpho, Phantom Boy, Phasma Man, and Dr. Dread. There's a cameo on the final page of number 11. So check that out. If you're a Beatles fan, definitely grab this book too, just for that. This book was a little pricey. It's $9.99. There was no real major solicit or speculation on this book. It's just, well, actually, besides the cover price of $10 and the cool cover, brings back a bit of my childhood, because I was always a fan of Darkseid. I've been getting into his books lately, trying to buy his first appearance and stuff like that, and all of his cameos. Just really cool. Superman's on the cover. Like, I don't get it. What does Lois see in him? It's pretty much, she's saying Darkseid is the love of my life. That's pretty funny. But you know what? It is actually the first appearance of Grotesca. So, a new character, I guess. So, for $10, it might be worth it. It is a giant book, and it is a cool cover. So, I picked it up. We have the Marvel Knights. Marvel Knights, what number is this bad boy? This is, I don't want to open it up. Let me find out. It's Marvel Knights number. This is one of the variant covers. I'm going to have to actually look this up for you guys, because I want to let you know. It's Marvel Knights number 6. It's actually the final issue of this limited series, and solicitation claims there's a secret about the Marvel Universe that will be revealed in this issue. This, of course, was the variant cover with the Hulk on the cover. It's like part of a connecting cover. So I picked it up that was a cover buy for me. Another cover buy for me, and a flashback to my childhood, was WW. To me, it'll always be the WWF, even though the World Wildlife Fund sued them. So World Wrestling Federation had to become World Wrestling Entertainment. Just a little bit of history. I'm not that much of a wrestling buff. I did like it in my childhood in the 80s and 90s. Big fan of the Ultimate Warrior and the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. But if they ever make a cover with them, I'm all over it. But it was just really cool that it had Andre the Giant, woo, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Rowdy Piper Hot Rod, and the JYD. I wasn't the hugest fan of the Junkyard Dog, but he wasn't nowhere near as popular as these other three. But he's cool too. He was a cool character, wrestling persona. So I picked that up. It was $7.99 cover by. Moving on to a really cool Matina cover. I believe this is a Matina cover, and it's just beautiful. Cover by for me, although it's also the first appearance of Godsend. So this is Spawn number 293. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, I'm getting wicked bad laryngitis. My voice is going, but look at that cool cover. Look at Spawn. Look at that. That looks vicious. That is sick artwork. This Matina guy is great. Does really beautiful art. Almost Art Germ-esque or Greg Horn-esque or Alice Ross-esque. But very beautiful. Hope I'm not annoying the crap out of you guys, but I'm in a lot of pain. I'm losing my voice wicked bad, so it might sound terrible right now. But anyway, X-Force number 2 was another cover buy for me, just because I saw this picture solicited a long time ago on someone's Facebook, and I just wanted it, and it finally came out, so I picked that up. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy variant cover for X-Force number 2. So I did not grab the regular cover, but I grabbed this cover. Another cover buy for me. It was a big week of cover buys. I thought it was going to be a slow, nice, cheap week, but there was a lot of really cool art covers. So another Guardians of the Galaxy cover. We see Wraith and Star-Lord. So I was all over this Spider-Man number 14. Pick this up. I don't believe it's any first appearances or anything major. I could be wrong. I'm checking for you as we speak. But I don't believe there was any major speculation or solicitation on this book. And there wasn't. So that was just a cover buy for me. Another cover buy for me. Spider-Man vs. Deadpool number 45. Just almost reminiscent of Amazing Spider-Man 316 with Venom on top of Spidey. So Deadpool, evil Deadpool or something here on top of Spidey. Really cool cover, so I picked it up. Another cover buy. This was a Noto variant. I'm not even sure what this was, and I don't feel like opening it up because I got it pristine bagged and board, keeping it 9.8-ish. So, if you guys know, leave it in the comments. But it's got a really cool Venom art, Deadpool, all my major favorite characters here. Captain America, like a different variation of his costume there. I believe that's Jubilee, and Bishop, and Domino, and Cable, Warpath, Gambit, Remy LeBeau. Just all cool people in this cover. War Machine. Just an awesome cover, so I picked it up. It might be some sort of X-Men comic, I'm not sure. Here we have a couple of first appearances. Well, not a couple. It's one first appearance. It's the appearance of Pantherpool. Pantherpool. So I don't know if it's going to be anything, but if you remember, you know, Venompool was a really huge what-if book that turned out to be worth a lot of money. So you never know. Pantherpool might be something with all this Black Panther hype. Just a really cool cover. Cover A. Hey, T'Challa, how you like me, meow. That's freaking hilarious. So another cover buy right here. And then there was a variant cover. I only picked up the variant because it's the first appearance of Pantherpool, and you got both the Black Panther and Deadpool on the cover. So I picked up Black Panther vs. Deadpool, number 4. Another variant cover buy, although there is something to this book. This is Action Comics number 1007. It's also the possible origin of the green vehicle seen in Action Comics number 1. So really cool to get that. Awesome American flag cover with Superman. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I gotta get more sleep. But this is just a really cool American cover. I'm actually getting a thumbnail of that bad boy with the Batgirl above it. You betcha. That's a hot cover. So 2 hot covers with the back row. We'll get to that in a second. But this is also Bleeding Cool identified an Easter egg in 1003 in the form of an inconspicuous memo that describes 1007 as a prelude to a DC event involving the group Leviathan. You also want to see Batman the Return #1 for the first appearance of Leviathan. So, the book hasn't blown out of the waters with price yet, but it could be something. So it could have some legs. So grab a copy if you didn't yet. And this was a sheer cover buy for me. Beautiful cover. I picked up 2. It was the only 2 that they had at Counterplay, and I grabbed them. And that were left over after the subscribers were filled. And just, I love Artgerm. Big fan of the character and big fan of his artwork. So love how he does Batgirl. Love how he does Supergirl. Love how he does any female. His male versions aren't that great, but the female art of Artgerm is just absolutely phenomenal and beautiful and sexy. So that was a great cover. Pick that up right away. Grab 2 copies. If you haven't got that, guys, run out and get it. Definitely. It's a beautiful Artgerm cover, and you should really invest in that one. That's my opinion. Okay. Now on to some back issues that Eric had that I picked up. Actually, didn't pick these up the other day. I'm always there. I live there at that store. Got these for a great deal. I think he gave me these for $1 each, if I remember correctly. But this was just a cool hologram. It's the Incredible Hulk number 425, and it's just a cool hologram cover, and really cool how the hologram stayed preserved there. Almost looks like the appearance of Bruce Banner from Incredible Hulk number 1, and then you see the Hulk behind him. Just really, that's really cool with the colors on the hologram and everything. Just a beautiful cover. So that was a total cover buy right there. This Incredible Hulk has something really cool to it. It's actually kind of a crossover with Darkseid. That's it. It's really cool. Let me see here. Bear with me. I want to get you all the right facts on this one, just so if you are thinking about grabbing it, you will get it for the right reasons. So, number 413. Bear with me. Do. Put a little Jeopardy music in the background. Alright, it's not taking me that long. Okay, so basically the deal about this book, how it has relation to Darkseid. Hulk battles holographic enemies in a virtual environment, one of which is unmistakably DC's Doomsday, recognizable by his arm and the word Doom uttered before the Hulk knocks him out. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that it might have Doomsday in there. So I bought that just for sheer readable enjoyment, and I'll also, well, you never know, the crossover book could become something. Another homage, cool kind of holographic cover was the Incredible Hulk 393, and there was no major value to this issue. It was just a really cool cover, and I love the cover homage to the Incredible Hulk number 1. Is he man or monster, or is he both? Right there, just the cover art for their 30th anniversary issue was just really cool. I don't think there was anything else to 425 either, other than the fact that it's a holographic cover. Oh, it was also the death of Achilles. So the hologram cover and the death of Achilles. So that's just really cool right there. So I was all over grabbing those books. Scoop those right up. Another one I picked up was Fantastic Four number 229. This was the first appearance of, what's his name? The Seeker of Darkness. Oh my god, I gotta look it up. It's gonna kill me. I don't want to give you bad information. Son of a bee, bear with me. It's 229. What was the first appearance of here? so many first appearances in the Fantastic Four, and now with them coming back into the Marvel Universe, if you see any chance to get good Fantastic Four books or key Fantastic Four books, pick them up, all right? Because they are definitely worth getting and investing in, because with all the future movies that could be coming out, you never know which one's going to jump in value. So as long as you get... Oh, yeah, it's the first appearance of the Ebon Seeker. So that must be the Ebon Seeker right there. So it's a beautiful copy, quite possibly a 9.8. So I was all over it for that price. So, and it's not even a pricey book. I mean, I know the prices at Counterplay. Eric gives me great prices, takes very good care of me, but that book in general isn't even a pricey book. I mean, it's got a high of $5, a mid of $3, and a low of $1. So, but moving on to, he picked up a beautiful collection in nice condition of the Avengers. So I wanted to get some of these key issues. So I grabbed a few of them. Man, good Lord, imagine if he had #1. That would have been awesome. I would have peed my pants if he had Avengers #1 for a great price. But unfortunately, or even if he had the earlier Avengers like the Black Knight or the Vision, the first Vision, such a downer. But unfortunately, the collection that he got started in like the 60s, the low 60s. So I was able to pick up this one, which is a great price as well. It's the first appearance of Clint Barton as Goliath, formerly Hawkeye. So that's cool, and that's in really nice shape. There's some rough edges and stuff, a little wear to it, but all in all, it's a good book. That was a good price. Then we also have issue number 64, and Avengers 64 is the first appearance of Barney Barton, Clint's brother, who later becomes the villain Trickshot. So that's pretty cool right there, and that was a great price. So I picked that up right away. Number 69. Avengers 69 is the first appearance of Grandmaster. It's also the first team appearance of the Squadron Sinister. And it's the first appearance of Hyberian, Nighthawk, Whizzer, and Dr. Spectrum as the Squadron Sinister. So, great condition, few spine ticks, a little bit of color break. I mean, but for a book that has a high of 90, a mid of 20, and a low of 7, it was a good price. So, and of course it had the super villainy of Kang the Conqueror and the Uncanny Growing Man. So, Kang the Conqueror. And this is a cool little touch that Eric's doing now. First Squadron Sinister. So, putting some info on the backs of the key issues, which is nice. Always a nice touch when your LCS does that for you. Avengers 71. This had a lot of stuff to it. It was a great price, good condition, few spine ticks there, not too bad. But this book is the first unofficial team appearance of the Invaders, Captain America, Human Torch, and the Submariner. It's also when Black Knight Whitman joins the Avengers. Also, the title of this issue is Endgame, and it concludes a 3-part storyline beginning in number 69 that involves the Squadron Sinister, Kang, and Grandmaster. Kind of funny that its title is Endgame. It's also doubtful that there is a connection to the movie, but it is the only Avengers comic with Endgame in the title. So consider that, useless information. But knowing is half the battle. And of course he put First Invaders on there, so that's a good book to acquire and such a good price. Very fair condition on the book too, very good. Got the Eiffel Tower in there too in the background. Look at that. Also have, I was excited to get this one. Very excited to pick up this beautiful baby here. This is Avengers number 83. It's the first appearance of Valkyrie. And she's also the Enchantress in Disguise. It's also the debut of Rutland Halloween Parade, a real parade that's held in Vermont annually, that has been depicted in both Marvel and DC Comics nearly 20 times, with parade attendees wearing superhero costumes from both publishers in each book. So that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff on here too. It's very very feminist. It's my wife's comic book, I guess. It's a very feminist comic book because we see here, all right, girls that finish off, all right, girls, that finishes off these male chauvinist pigs. It's guest starring Black Widow and the Magnificent Medusa, so it's all women being triumphant. Girl power. From now on, it's Valkyrie and her Lady Liberators. So, there you have it. It's also the first appearance of the Lady Liberators. Then we also have Avengers number 85. Now, Avengers 85 is the first team appearance of Squadron Supreme. That's American Eagle, Dr. Spectrum, Golden Archer, Lady Lark, Nighthawk, and Tom Thumb. It's also the first appearance of American Eagle, first appearance of Dr. Spectrum, Joe Ledger, first appearance of the Golden Archer, first appearance of Lady Lark, and first appearance of Tom Thumb. So not only is it the team appearance, but it's their individual first appearances. The whole earth is melting, dissolving into molten lava. And there's nothing we can do to save it. Nothing. That's cool. Featuring the sensational return of the Squadron Sinister. So he had it here. First Squadron Supreme. So that wraps up all the books for this wonderful comic haul and this new comic book day on January 30th, 2019. Hey guys, I gave you a pretty long video, but it was pretty informative. If you liked this video and you enjoyed the books that I picked up and I showed you guys, why don't you hit that thumbs up button? And if you do hit that thumbs up button, why don't you, if not, you haven't already. If you have, I appreciate your viewership and I appreciate your support. But if you haven't already, why don't you subscribe and join us for the ride? And if you do subscribe, hit the bell next to it. Ring that bell. Ding, ding, ding that bell. Because if you hit that bell, it'll let you know every time I post new videos. And I post new videos whether I'm losing my voice or not, quite often. Trying to bring you guys good information, good statue reviews, good new reviews of any kind of product, whether it be any cool new technological innovation, a cool video game, a cool collector's issue or edition of a video game, maybe even a firearm. Maybe I picked up a new gun or something. I try to show you everything that appeals to me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this channel. I try to keep it going for you guys, but without your support, I'm not going to keep it going. So you got to support me. Hit some thumbs up. Give me some likes. Give me some subscriptions. And as always, I thank you for your support. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. And I hope you enjoy your weekend coming up. Thanks, guys. Good night.